Hey everybody, welcome back to Beauty by Jason I. Believe it or not, I am finally here with a beauty tutorial. I know, it took a lot, I do want to say that I do apologize for taking so long as far as uploading new videos. It is a little hard for me. I work a full-time job because the rent needs to get paid. I am trying to make certain time spots in my life specifically just for filming and editing. It is a bit of a long process, especially when it comes to the editing, but I am learning, and I hope to reach a point in my life that I can dedicate myself more to this channel. It's not that I'm being lazy. Honestly, there's nothing lazy about working a full-time job, but this channel in itself has just given me so much creative output, and I just absolutely love it. So if you are a subscriber and if you are a person that is following me and is following this journey, thank you so much. Thank you for your patience. The ultimate goal truly is to have enough time to focus more on this channel. So I hope to make that happen in this new year. Now that that's out of the way, I wanted to start off my series of beauty tutorials with brows. Now, brows are everything, and I do believe that that is rightfully so. I believe that the brow is the architecture of the face. Unbelievably important when it comes to beauty, and recently they just gotten so much attention, and I understand why. And as you guys can see by the title of this video, it truly has become a huge thing even on social media. But of course, with every trend comes the extreme example, and I think that what is considered nowadays as the Instagram brow is an extreme example of a technique in filling your eyebrows, which if you're not familiar with what an Instagram brow is, it is an application that, from what I've witnessed and from the examples that have been used, it's a technique where you use concealer on top of all of your other products to fill in your brow to give yourself a hyper defined, extremely pigmented brow. It is a very extreme, exaggerated look, but if that's the look that you want to go for, I think that's totally fine. I've seen a lot of girls that for them an Instagram brow is a beat brow, which is fine. It's very defined, it's very crisp, it has a lot of good qualities to it, but I feel that for me, just in makeup in general, I believe in balance, and just in life honestly, but specifically in makeup, I always find a tendency of leading myself towards methods that give off more of a balanced feel for whatever reason. I've seen so much social media scolding, and there's so many examples, and there's just been, I don't want to say the word bashing when it comes to the Instagram brow, but my problem and my issue with a lot of these posts that come up on my Instagram feed is that usually, from what I've seen, is that they'll take a picture of an Instagram brow and then they'll put it side by side and compare it to a model or a celebrity that already has a legitimate amount of eyebrow hair. Now, if you are like me, where my eyebrows are comparable to Bert's on Sesame Street, of course you're not going to have a need of filling and defining and using concealer because you already have a legitimate amount of eyebrow hair. I've seen so many pictures and so many images used, and what people feel is correct, on people that already have a legitimate amount of brow hair. That to me is insignificant because that person, it's already going to be a different process. If a person already has a significant amount of brow, it's going to be a completely different filling process than a person that doesn't. When it comes to the Instagram brow, there are a lot of qualities from it that you can take and you can input it without necessarily going so far with that specific look. And I think that that's what this video is about. It's not to sit here and say, well, this is wrong. It's to say, this is what I do to balance out looks. Because specifically when you are a makeup artist, everything and anything is going to present itself. It does. And I think you ask anyone, specifically people that work retail, anything could present itself. Anyone could sit down in that chair and say, can you please help me? And I think that's what makeup is about, specifically in social media. If you're going to scold and if you're going to say that this is wrong, then take the time to enlighten people. And don't offer it in a $300 class, because I can't afford that class. Would I like to take the class? Of course. I would like to take all the classes that I possibly can from all the legendary artists out there. I would love that. But if I can't afford that, what's the point of you telling me that this is incorrect, but then not showing me what is? And when I say showing, I don't mean giving me an example of a celebrity or giving me a photo. No, I mean showing me a method. Because if you're going to critique one method, provide me with another. That's all I got to say. Am I coming off strong? I feel like Butchie in this video. Either way, what I myself have used as far as product goes for my specific method of filling in brows is the BH Cosmetics Flawless Brow Trio. Now this is absolutely phenomenal. There's a huge market now when it comes to brow products. Of course, we all know Anastasia of Beverly Hills. Just even some of the drugstore companies. Maybelline just released its brow mascara. So people are definitely jumping on the bandwagon as far as brow products. But since I've used this, I really honestly haven't used anything else. Now this does come in light, dark, and medium, and I have all three here. I think that they're absolutely great. Not only do I feel that this is a wonderful product as far as application and performance, but this currently on the BH Cosmetics website is $3.95. Can you beat that? Can you? It's just amazing. I would recommend this for anyone that fills their brows on a day-to-day basis. Now I'll show you what the kit consists of. It comes in this cute little packaging, of course. Great for traveling. A mirror, of course. Look at that girl. This is the set in medium. And what this consists of is a tinted wax and 2 filling powders. Now, it also comes with a great dual-ended brush. I love this. I only use this to apply it. It's absolutely wonderful because this goes right in here and you can take it with you anywhere. So this is great if you're traveling. The brush, like I said, is dual-ended and it has one rounded side, which is this side, as you can see, to apply your powder product. And the opposite side is similar to a liner brush with the sharp edge to apply your wax-based product. Going back to the kit, as you can see, I've barely made a dent in it. So you get a phenomenal amount of product. Now, as I stated before, this does come in light, medium, and dark, which I will show you guys because they truly do differ. Now, the one that I get the most usage out of is the medium, but I have found myself mixing them. But because you get a wax-based product and 2 powders, this is what I mean by a balance. Now, a lot of people have one specific product when it comes to filling their brows, and I think that's great. If you find that holy grail product where you only need one, I think that's awesome. But for the look that I want to achieve and for the balance that I want in my brow, I definitely think this is absolutely great. This is the light shade. As you can see, this is the tinted wax and the 2 powders as well. Beautiful. I've used this plenty of times as well. And this is the kit in dark. And as you can see, the wax-based product is pretty much black. Now, the first step to avoiding an Instagram brow is just getting rid of your concealer. Don't even look towards your concealer. You're not gonna need it. The way you are gonna achieve that definition in this look is through the wax. This wax-based product is really what you're gonna use to construct the shape of that brow. Now, as far as filling the rest of the brows, I do use the powders and I do use the rounded edge. This is not only gonna give you a softer appearance and a more natural appearance, but this is also going to help set the wax-based product because the wax-based product is wet and it is going to have a reflective quality, so you kind of want to dull that down and set that in there with the powder products. So I am going to be using a model today. Thank God my beautiful friend Tamara, who is a makeup artist as well, you guys have to check her out, was willing to volunteer her time to come in. I'm really excited for this. I'm excited to hear what you guys think. Like I said, this is in no way telling you that what you are already doing is wrong. If you do prefer an Instagram brow, then I just say go with it. It's makeup, it washes right off. Of course, I think anything in the cosmetic world can be applied extremely, but if that is something that you like, I say go for it. But at the same time, I wanted to kind of enlighten and share what I do and what I practice, because I know that me myself working on different faces, like I said before, you're not always going to get someone that has brows. And if you have to go in there and construct the brow, then that's what you're being paid to do. If this is helpful to at least one person, I think it's worth filming. And if you don't like it, then you don't have to eat it. I always do. Here is the actual tutorial. Forewarning, we are going to be doing a close-up. So yeah, on with the tutorial. Hey, girl. Alright, I'll be right down. Alright, bye. Alright, once again going in with the Flawless Brow Trio in medium by BH Cosmetics. I will be starting by using the wax-based product with the liner end of this dual-ended brush. And as I stated before, your tinted wax is really where you're going to get your precision and your definition. This is where you could skip out on your concealer. Now what I personally do is I start off by constructing the bottom half of the outer arch. That's where I personally like the most of my definition and my precision. And I'm pretty much just really drawing two lines on the outer half to determine where my arch will be. And as you can see, I bring one line on the bottom, and I also come in and define the thickness of the arch with the line on top of that. And I usually just drag down and extend out, especially if you're wearing liner. Make sure that you extend out your brow a little past your liner so that they're not combating. And as you can see, I'm just going in there filling. Now I take the powder in the darker shade, as you could see, tap off my excess, and this is solely what I am going to use to fill the brow. Now, as I stated before, the powder is going to give you a softer appearance. So usually what I do is I focus the powder on the inner half of the brow and the wax on the outer half. And as you could see, as I'm filling that brow in and laying that powder on top of that wax-based product, it really is getting rid of that reflective quality. Now, for warning, you don't have to go back in and pick up any more product. You can honestly fill the rest of the brow in with what you already have. Like I said, I usually tap out before I go into the brow. And as you can see, as far as the inner half of the brow, I really want that to have a softer look. And that's where I really want that balance to come in. And I just continue. Like I said, I don't go back into the pan unless I have to. And I just really work the product that I already have on my brush into the rest of the brow. That way you get more of a gradient effect without it being so evident, without it really being a sharp fade. Now, you will lose some of your precision and definition, and as you can see, I'm just going right back in with that wax-based product to gain that back. Because of course, like I said, the powder is, it's soft. It's a soft product. It's going to give you a softer look. So if you lose some of that, feel free to go back in with the wax-based product and put that wherever you feel it's necessary. But also make sure to go back in with your powder and just set everything. So as you can see, I'm really just going in there. I'm building the brow, not adding a lot of product where it's not needed, so I don't get that ultra pigmentation, as you can see in these examples, the bad examples. But yeah, just go in and really just build that brow. Like I said, as you can see, I'm working that arch, and I'm really just trying to build. Now, also feel free, if you are working on yourself or if you are working on a client, take a couple step back. The brow doesn't only work with the eye, it also works with the entire face. It works with the hair, it works with everything. So take a few steps back while doing this to really, really get a good look and a good glimpse out of what you are placing down. Now, as you can see, I'm just really just going in there with that powder and building that brow. And as far as the beginning of the brow, as I said, I don't add any extra powder. I just go in and I try to construct that beginning and inward half of that brow with pre-existing product. Now, as you can also tell, I am moving the brush in the direction in which the natural hair follicles grow. That also gives it a more natural appearance. And also another tip is to decipher how thick you want your brow, you're gonna work really on the upper half, if that makes any sense. As you can see, I'm going on top of that brow really to determine how thick I want that arch and how thick I want the brow in itself. So when you are trying to gain a thicker, more fuller brow, make sure to add that product on top rather than underneath. And as you can see, as I extended the arch, I am also extending the beginning half. Not adding any more product, just working with what I already have. And if I'm looking for a sharper edge when it comes to the powders, just take that rounded edge and just, as you can see, as I just did, just kind of turn it on its side to get a little bit more precision. And that is the final brow. As you could see, a big difference from the brow that isn't filled. But like I said, a balance of a soft look as far as the inner half and a defined arch on the outer half, which is just what I prefer. And these are both brows filled in. I hope this helps some of you guys. And once again, there is no right or wrong. This is just solely what I practice. Everyone, this is my beautiful, talented, amazing friend, Tamara. She volunteered her time, thankfully, to come be my model because evidently I couldn't be the model. But yeah, her brows are already filled in, as you can see. So this is kind of the morning after. What's your take on brows?
I think they sculpt the face.
Definitely.
And without them, you know, you can't really get...
It's hard, isn't it?
Right, it is. But I do like the sculpting of the face thing. Okay.
And don't worry, we edit. We edit a lot here on this channel. Like I said, I only used one product, which was the BH Flawless Brow Trio in medium. Just a quick tip for anyone. I've had clientele that have been of darker skin, and whenever I've needed to kind of get a little bit more pigmentation, like I said, the dark is pretty much a black wax. So what I do is I run just a little bit of that black. I don't fill the entire brow up, of course, with it. I just run it along that bottom line, and it gives it just enough pigmentation to make the eyebrow a little bit more striking without making it a completely black brow. Did you have fun?
I really did.
Good.
Happy I came over.
Good, thank you. Tamara's also a makeup artist as well. This look is done by her, everything but the brows, of course, because we did them here. Look in the camera, girl, look in the camera. Show them eyes, them lashes. I really want her to start up a beauty channel as well, honestly.
Yeah, well, right now I don't have anything, but I do have a little Facebook page that I did make. It's oh,
you know what? We'll leave the links down below.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll give you guys all the links to her Facebook, her Instagram. People have been asking me for an Instagram as well, and I don't know. I think should I make like a whole new account for Instagram?
I think you should. I think it would be.
But I'm kind of lazy. I don't want another account to check. I really don't.
It's gonna be a lot. Maybe if you did like maybe a Facebook page, like
or change my name.
You could do that, and then like, you know, strictly just post like makeup related stuff.
What do you guys think? I love this. Can you come on my channel more often?
Oh, hell yeah.
If we could just talk.
I'm all about it.
Talk? Yeah, why not? Why not? I'm so happy that you came.
I'm so happy too.
We've been really trying to make this happen for months now, since I got my camera.
It's been a while.
So, and like I said, I really want her to start up a channel. So, if she does, we'll definitely link up on some other projects. I had a lot of fun.
Me too. I can't wait to do it again.
Look in the camera. Say cheese. I hope somebody learned something.
I'm sure. I know I learned something today.
You did?
I did.
Okay, good. Yeah. Good. I'm sure Tamara's going to be on this channel quite often, so.
Yeah, I'm definitely going to make it a habit to be up here with you.
Good. Thank you, baby. I love the fact that I've been like this the whole video. I don't know why. What about it? Yeah, I love you guys. And I hope to see you guys soon. Bye.